Plenty of college football coming your way on a college football scoreboard, but right now I want to take you out for a great moment in horse racing. Zenyatta, one of the great horses of our time, going for a 19th straight victory. Let's join Joe Tessitore.
We welcome you to the Breeders' Cup Challenge at Hollywood Park. For years, this LA track has had movie stars in the clubhouse. Today, there is only one leading lady who receives all the attention. Zenyatta is ready to take center stage here. The 6-year-old mare has become the biggest superstar in the sport. Only 2 races remain in her splendid career, and she only knows one way to go out, and that is on top, winning. Of course, this is Zenyatta's home track, and she is connected to the fans in a way few can. In fact, even Oprah Winfrey is among the Zenyatta admirers. How many times do you see an athlete, let alone a horse, make the O Magazine Power List? And look at the crowd that has come out to celebrate this super gal, Zenyatta. We welcome you here to this Breeders' Cup Challenge presented by Emirates Airline. Joe Tessitore alongside Randy Moss and our Hall of Fame jockey Jerry Bailey. This is part of the Breeders' Cup Challenge for the next 3 weeks. It's winning you're in to get to the World Championships. That'll be the first weekend of November at Churchill Downs. 5 weeks from today is the $5 million Breeders' Cup Classic. Guys, the question is, will the defending champ Zenyatta be there, and will her win streak be intact? Let's look at the field that she faces today to try to go to 19-0. Perfection is in her grasp. Only 4 others will be taking a shot at her. Number 1 is Switch. She pulled off a graded stakes upset here at Hollywood Park back in June. She's coming off a well-earned win at Del Mar as well. The 2, Moon de French. Trainer Bob Baffert saddles the front-running 5-year-old.
The 3, Rinterval, was a scratch in the paddock. She reared up, hit her head. She's okay. Scratched as a precautionary measure. She'll run next week. Her stablemate, though, in the Eric Reed stable, still here. Satan's Quick Check coming off an 8-month layoff.
Number 5, Zenyatta. Let me give you a couple other numbers. It's over $6 million in earnings, 18 wins. But those 18 wins, she beat 84 different horses in doing that. Quite impressive. Number 6, Emmy Darling, owned by Desperado Stable and the STD Racing Stable. She was purchased for $62,000 in her last race. $2,000 more than Zenyatta cost. Let's see what her return on investment is.
And Mike Smith, the Hall of Fame jockey, is the regular rider of Zenyatta for her last 15 races. He joins us now, Jerry.
Mike, how you feeling, buddy?
Really good, Jerry. Just the crowd just loves her, man. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I was in this position a little bit with Cigar chasing a record. I felt a lot of pressure. Do you feel pressure?
I certainly did when I was sitting in the jockey room, Jerry. I'm a whole lot better right now, but of course you do. You know, I mean, you're going for 19 in a row. There's got to be pressure, but now I'm in some sort of control. I feel a whole lot better.
All right, now this race, on paper at least, it looks easier than a lot of races you've been in there because there's not a lot of traffic. How do you seeing it set up?
Well, that's when you really got to pay attention because the easier it seems, sometimes the harder it is. So, you know, I take nothing lightly, Jerry. We still got to get there first.
All right, as you go down the stretch, if everything's going to plan, do you think forward to the Breeders' Cup and save a little bit?
I've been doing it all along, waiting for this moment, Jerry.
Buddy, good luck.
Thank you.
Of course, the accomplishments of Zenyatta are almost unparalleled in thoroughbred racing, certainly among horses that are racing right now. She's got that perfect record. And as you look there at a list of some of what she's accomplished, for example, she's won more than $6 million in her career. She's won a couple of times on dirt. Of course, she won the Breeders' Cup Classic last year. She'll try to repeat this year on dirt at Churchill Downs, and if she gets that 19th straight victory today, it will tie the record for consecutive wins in America among modern-day racehorses. It doesn't matter whether she's wide or whether the pace is slow, she just gets it done.
Jerry, what should we expect? How will the race be run?
All right, we're going to go into the first turn, which is right there, and expect, you know, like number 2, Moon de French, about right there to be on the lead. Even number 1, Switch, to be close to her. Even Satan's Quick Check. Zenyatta will be absolutely last going into that first turn. Don't get excited. Don't get worried. That's where she's supposed to be. But as they go around the far turn, you start to watch for Zenyatta right there at the far turn, about the 3.5 hole. That is where she's going to make her big rush, and she's going to circle around horses and she's going to make that big bull rush to the stretch and run him down and go for her 19th consecutive victory.
Going for 19-0, a win would set the all-time unbeaten mark among major Grade 1 racehorses, and a win will make her the all-time money earner among female horses. And she has developed such a following. We saw this last year at the Breeders' Cup Classic over at Santa Anita, and now this is the last time that she will race in front of her home fans here in Southern California before heading off to the Breeders' Cup at Churchill Downs in Louisville.
And for the football fans watching, I'll give you a little something you can relate to. Think of Zenyatta against this field as about, what, a 28-point favorite?
Easily. I can also tell you something else. Think of Zenyatta in terms of what she's accomplished in recent years as being the 72 Dolphins, the 73 Dolphins if they did it again, the 74 Dolphins if they did it again. She is unprecedented in her success, and that is Jerry Moss, the owner, of course, a world-famous music producer with Sting, won the Kentucky Derby in 2005 with the long shot Giacomo. Hardly a long shot here at 1-9.
Jerry said yesterday that she's got about as much chance of losing in this race as, what, you playing center
for the Lakers, quarterback for the Packers, you name it.
Well, if there's one thing American sports fans always want to be witness to, it's perfection. And in a sport where favorites only win 1/3 of the time, somehow Zenyatta has figured out a way to be unbeaten. A win today, no horse will have more career wins without losing. Can she go 19-0? Larry Colmus has the call.
And they're all in line and ready for the start of the Ladies' Secret. They're off. And Zenyatta came out fine. She'll go right to the back of the field as expected, though. As they race for the first turn, it's going to be Moon de French to set the pace. And on the inside is Switch Away running in second position. Emmy Darling is third to the outside of them. And then it's Satan's Quick Chick in fourth. And she's going to sit 3.5 lengths off the lead. And Zenyatta is 3.5 lengths behind her. So that makes her 7 lengths off of front-running Moon de French, who ran the first quarter in 24 3/5 seconds. That's not a fast fraction here, so Zenyatta not getting a really quick pace in front of her, and now she's 6 lengths behind. Moon de French and Joe Talamo lead them up the backstretch, with Emmy Darling pressing on the outside second. And then comes Switch, the 3-year-old filly. She's third to the inside, right behind the leaders and going well enough. Satan's Quick Chick is close to her, and it's not time yet for Zenyatta. Mike Smith and Zenyatta just chilling in the back of the field, and they're still 6 lengths behind with a half mile to go. And that half went in 48 3/5 seconds. Moon de French on top as they go into the far turn. Emmy Darling switches down on the inside, and then comes Satan's Quick Chick, and Zenyatta is getting closer now. Mike Smith takes her to the outside. She just went by Satan's Quick Chick, and she's coming up toward the front runners. It is still Moon de French arriving at the quarter pole in front. She is the leader. Switch comes after her on the outside. Zenyatta is 3 lengths behind them. She's third as they come into the stretch, where Switch has taken the lead. Zenyatta to the outside. We'll have one furlong to get by Switch. Switch is still in front, though. Zenyatta on the outside is coming. It's Switch and Zenyatta, and here's Zenyatta. She's flawless. She's never lost. She's a perfect 19 for 19 as she heads to the Breeders' Cup, where history awaits.
Make it dramatic enough for you. Zenyatta does it again with that closing kick in another thriller. Time and time again, she does it. 19-0, come from behind. Perfection for Zenyatta. Let's go to Jay Privman. Jay.
Thanks very much, Joe. John, what did you think watching that race?
You know, I was hoping she'd get there.
But honestly, at the top of the stretch, did you get a little worried when that other filly kicked away?
Yeah, I did, because, you know, Hollywood Park, speed is always dangerous at Hollywood Park. If they can get 2 lengths on you, they could be tough to catch.
With more on the big win by Zenyatta, let's go to Janine Edwards.
Congratulations to Jerry and Ann Moss. Jerry, 19 times you've watched her go in the gate. Yeah. 19 times perfection. How do you explain the phenomenon that is Zenyatta?
I can't. I really can't. It's given from a higher source. It's unbelievable.
Was there ever a point in the race when you questioned how it might end up?
I'm sorry?
Was there a point in the race when you questioned how it might end up?
No, I didn't. I always thought she'd get there. I really did. It's just a question of how she got there, and she got there beautifully.
Can you describe how you and Ann feel about this filly?
Oh, I can't. She's indescribable. We love her. She's
How
part
do
of
you
the
feel
family.
about your filly right now?
Oh, she's just out of this world. What a gift. She's so great. And just to celebrate her, and every fan is celebrating her. And today is actually Sting's birthday, too. So
And your sister's?
and my sister's birthday and our friend Margie's. So.
Real quick, will we see her in the Breeders' Cup Classic?
Oh, sure. If she comes out of this race, okay. We have
Congratulations. Joe?
Next stop, Churchill Downs for the career ender, trying to become back-to-back Breeders' Cup Classic winner. Reese Zenyatta does it again, 19-0.
And if she could get 20, Joe, 2 perfect 10s after becoming the first female to win the Breeders' Cup Classic last year, but finishing the career by doing it back-to-back in style, and a great race to the finish in the Ladies' Secret.